Hey guys, what's going on? This is Hunter SC, and I am going to be casting another match from MLG Columbus. This is from the championship bracket, so these are elimination matches. A lot on the line for these players, and should make for an exciting matchup on Metalopolis. Introducing first at the 12 o'clock position, we have from Team Liquid.Tyler. He's going to be the red Protoss player. Liquid.Tyler has not been performing as well as, of course, he would like. And maybe as well as what would be expected from him, especially in the past couple of months. But, you know, these players, no matter who you are as a pro player, there are sort of like peaks and troughs in your performance. It's very few players that are going to consistently, you know, get top threes at these types of major tournaments. Liquid.Tyler, very strong Brood War pro, has a ton of experience in the Starcraft scene and should put on a good performance in this matchup today. This is a best of 3, and Tyler's opponent is a player by the name of ViBE. He's a member of Sixjax Gaming, a team that is in large part set up by Artosis. I'm a big fan of Artosis personally, and it's cool to see one of his clanmates, you know, going toe-to-toe with a Team Liquid pro. Tyler here actually getting a pretty fast assimilator after that initial gateway at the top of his ramp, walling off there. Of course, Tyler doesn't even need to scout, and he knows absolutely that ViBE has spawned at this 3 o'clock position just because of this Overlord that has arrived so quickly. Chrono boosting out some probes after that first pylon, very common. He's already used, that's the second chrono boost on the Nexus, throwing 3 workers on the assimilator, and we're going to have a cybernetics core that goes down at the top of the ramp as well. As the spawning pool is just, you know, about 75-80% complete, we do have a hatchery that goes down as well. I believe that hatchery went down on 16 supply. So this is the same opening that I saw from ViBE in the last game. I cast game 1 already, but I'm not even going to upload it. It was very one-sided. Tyler really dominated game 1 of this best of 3 series with a very heavy sentry play on Shakura's plateau. He just had he had like 12 sentries, 10 sentries maybe, and they had banked a lot of energy, and he just used force fields perfectly to kill ViBE, and ViBE went pretty heavy roach with speedlings as well. ViBE now is going to be mining gas off that one extractor. I'm wondering if he's going to take drones off once he has enough gas to research Zergling's speed. We'll just have to keep an eye out for that. Warp gate research on the way. The Zealot on hold position at the top of the ramp. Going to deny any scouting. Well, actually, you know, that's not completely true. You can use a drone, and if you have a drone, like on the low ground or whatever, and you right-click one of the mineral patches, the drone will actually do a ghost walk right through the Zealot. It'll take 2 hits, I believe, from the Zealot, but it won't die. But now that there's a stalker out, that's sort of not going to work anyway. ViBE could have done that, you know, maybe 30 seconds ago. But anyways, we do have a drone heading out with these initial 2 lings. We have 19 drones and 22 probes, so slight economic advantage at the very early stages of this game going to Tyler. And Tyler actually changing it up a little bit, getting a Twilight Council, and oh, this drone spots it. That is absolutely vital and so worth the life of this drone to see the Twilight Council go down. But you know what? He definitely didn't see the Dark Shrine, and that's going to change things up quite a bit. We're going to have to keep an eye out for lair tech in ViBE's base, because of course you need lair tech to get overseers, or I mean you can get an evo chamber as well. There you go. So his decision actually to get an evo chamber, yeah, going to be very valuable. Of course he's going to need spore crawlers for detection, and so yeah, I'm actually all of a sudden not really liking Tyler's chances in this game, just because, you know, the Dark Shrine isn't even complete, and ViBE has taken I guess you can almost call it a lucky guess, but having this scouting intel to see the Twilight Council, I mean, it's very unlikely that he would get, that Tyler would get a Templar Archives. Dark Templar is very popular against Zerg especially, and I mean the only other option would be, you know, very fast blink tech, you know, with a 4-gate or something like that, but sixjax.ViBE even scouts the natural Nexus that is going down at this stage. Let's keep an eye on ViBE's base. He is getting lair tech now as well. Speedling research nearly complete, and a third Geyser going up now at his natural base. How many queens does ViBE have? Just 2. Okay, in the previous game he got a 3rd queen very quickly, but not the case here. Here we go. 3 Dark Templar and no spore crawlers up. No spore crawlers whatsoever. Okay, so all of a sudden we may see Tyler do a lot of damage here. Oh, he's going for the queen. Okay, two Dark Templar target firing the queen. 5 kills on the Dark Templar that was just killed. And now there's an Overseer out. And these Speedlings are going to be able to dispatch... Oh, look at that. Fancy, cute micro. Lining up those 2 Templar in hold position just between the extractors. Just to minimize the surface area available to the Speedlings. Spore Crawler going up at the natural. But I don't even know how necessary that is, just because I doubt that Tyler is going to be getting any more Dark Templar anytime soon. I'm wondering how many Warp Gates we're working with here. Just the 3, actually. 3 Warp Gate with a Forge as well. A couple of Photon Cannons going down. Just going to wall off this area just a little bit near the natural. And Chrono Boosting out more workers as the Speedlings now starting to poke. And complete map control really going to ViBE at this stage. Having this Xel'Naga tower is really important, especially when you spawn in these positions. It's just absolutely, you know, the vital scouting information. Really the only passageway to and from your base is covered by that Xel'Naga, so that's always nice to have. Lots of Hydras on the way. 6 on the production tab, and the Hydra range upgrade as well. This is actually a very common strategy, especially for, I mean, not especially for, but obviously for you Zerg players out there. Going Hydras against a Protoss player who's picking up a fast expansion, especially against a Forge fast expand build, which isn't exactly what Tyler did in this situation, but just having that range of the Hydras is so helpful against a fast expanding Protoss player, and we're going to see how and if it works out for him. Stargate on the way. Oh, and look at this. This is very cute as well, using the Overseer to spot the high ground, starting to get shots off at the Stargate and the Warp Gate. Having this Changeling as well, just sort of spotting, but it gets taken out quite quickly. And when that Changeling dies, all these Hydralisks force back. Hydra Speedling with more Hydras on the way, and pretty decent creep spread. Creep spread, you know, exponentially more important when you are going Hydras. They do get a larger speed bonus on creep than most other Zerg units, the only exception being the Queen. And now we have, you know, 11 Hydras, a handful of Speedlings as well, Spire on the way. So keep that in mind. Robotics facility on the way with some upgrades for flyers and for ground weapons for the Protoss player. Some nice force fields going down, but force fields not nearly as effective against units like the Hydras. And with these Speedlings all up in the Protoss Warp Gate units, those Speedlings weren't really held back by the force fields at all. These Hydras doing a ton of damage, and there still is an Overseer here. You know, if this Overseer were out of the picture, these DTs would absolutely have a heyday, but as is, they are going to do a lot of damage, and it's very difficult for Tyler to, you know, defend this, especially as ViBE is rallying in just a ton of Speedlings. Tyler trying his best to wall this off with Photon Cannons, but it looks like this is just going to be too many Zerg units. So if nothing else, I think this game does a good job of illustrating how important scouting information is, and, you know, using that sort of ghost walking trick to get through the Zealot and to spot that Twilight Council allowed ViBE here to, you know, make the educated guess about Dark Templar, getting the Evo Chamber up for Spore Crawlers, and then just sort of doing a strong counterattack with these Hydralisks. And as I mentioned before, Hydra's very strong against a fast expanding Protoss player, and especially when, you know, the Protoss player invested so heavily in tech early on and then invested in the expansion. You know, he's probably not going to have the ground army to deal with a heavy Hydra push. So smart choices here from ViBE. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Definitely an interesting ZVP. Alright, that's all for today. Take care, guys. Peace out.